Is it just me, or is anyone else reminded of these watercolor for the windows things that we used to have as kids? Hi everyone and welcome back to Linda Libra Loca, your place to be if you're looking for beauty advice, not only but with a focus on more mature people. Today I wanted to talk about the Essence hashtag instaperfect liquid makeup, which has created quite a buzz because it claims for a matte and flawless complexion, waterproof and buildable coverage, and though it looks kind of small, it actually contains 30 milliliters. It's amazing how packaging can actually deceive you there. 30 milliliters like your standard foundation and is only $4.49. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Anne, and despite being almost 40, I still have skin that's oily through the T-zone and prefer a more matte finish. I also struggle with breakouts and leftover hyperpigmentation. At the moment there are 9 shades available. This is the shade 30. And I'm actually more pale, but this one is too light for me now that it is the end of summer. So if you're pale, you'll find a lot of options with this foundation. If you're deeper in skin tone, there aren't any options for you. Ingredient-wise, this contains quite a lot of silicones. It does contain beeswax, so it's not vegan. It does contain perfume, which is at the end of the ingredient list. And this is one thing that I want to say. It does smell quite perfumey, doesn't linger on the skin, but at first when I applied to the back of my hand and sniffed it, it was like, oh yeah, that's perfume. In packaging, this is plastic, and this is a dropper bottle, which is actually pretty good for taking individual drops at the back of your hand. I have tried applying it both with fingers, beauty blender, and brush, and I prefer one of the oval brushes. And now I'm going to zoom you in so we can do the application. Bare face, eyes already done, no concealer, no nothing, and I'm going to do one half of my face like I usually wear this foundation and one half just the foundation on bare skin. And what I usually do is I prime. I use the Benefit Porefessional Primer and just apply a little bit of that on the tip of my nose, around my nose, basically on this T-zone, smoothing it out a little onto the cheeks. I have no breakouts at the moment, but I do still have leftover hyperpigmentation from old breakouts up here, down here, and from sunbathing up there. A little bit of redness around my nose, and I tend to get really shiny throughout the T-zone. Sorry, I'm shaking the foundation here. You just need a few drops for a light layer, and what I prefer to do is I apply 2 or 3 drops on the back of my hand, dot that on my face, and then go in with one of these oval brushes and just spread everything out. As you can see, the foundation, one slight layer really helps in evening up the skin tone. I'd say it is a light to medium coverage this way, but as I'm going to show you after I did the other side, is that the foundation is buildable really, really good. To achieve the full coverage I will be going for, you need quite a bit more. So I'll dab more on and just blend everything in, just like I did before. And as you can probably tell, the foundation is a little bit too light for me at the moment. So this is approximately 3 layers done to achieve the really full coverage look that I was going for. This one is the side with the primer, this one is the side without the primer, and honestly, when applying the foundation, I did not notice any difference. As you can tell though, if I turn my head, that the finish, though they claim instant full matte, is not matte at all, at least not on my skin. It is more of a natural finish, I'd say. So far the foundation hasn't separated, hadn't settled into any pores or fine lines, or not so fine lines. Didn't cake up when building it, doesn't feel uncomfortable. I'm going to set this side with powder, leave this side alone completely without anything, and be right back. After being set with powder, this side is now the velvet matte finish that I like. With powder, no powder, this side looks a lot more natural. Borderline satin in finish. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and check back in with you once the foundation has dried down completely. Okay, makeup done. I see if I can zoom you in even closer, get a little closer to the camera so you can see how the foundation actually sits on the skin. This is the side with powder and everything. And this is the side without powder. Okay, so this is the 4 hours update. This is the side with primer and powder, which still looks shiny. I would feel the need to powder right now, but this is the side without anything, just the foundation on bare skin. And as you can see, it is really shiny. The promised full matte finish is not there. The coverage is still good though. I can see a little bit of my spot marks shining through, but for 4 hours without any primer or anything on top, I'm still quite satisfied. I'm going to powder this side of my face and check back in with you tonight. And I'm back. It's been 10 hours that I've been wearing this foundation. I did powder once again after my midday check-in, always only the side that I prepped, and I'm ready to take off the foundation. What did I do? It was a typical Saturday. I did laundry, I did the grocery shopping, I went to the playground, rock and roll basically, no workout today, and I'm here to give you my final thoughts. The foundation is still holding up pretty well after 10 hours. I can see a little bit of fading around here and on the tip of my nose, which is where my foundation usually goes first. But my spot marks, my hyperpigmentation are pretty much still covered. There's no separation, no settling into fine lines. I'm going to insert some close-ups for you so you can really see how it sits, it behaves on my skin. My final verdict though. The shade range is okay, it's great for people on the paler side, it's not so good for anyone deeper than medium. The foundation is really affordable, it has amazing staying power, it is definitely not a full matte foundation. This side that I did not powder is way too oily for my preference. I know that some people will love this kind of shine, but this is the most I can tolerate on my skin, and this is satin to dewy in my opinion, so this is not a matte foundation, but the plus side is it looks really natural on normal to dry skin. I think it will look really lovely throughout the day. It wears very well, doesn't separate in my oily areas, doesn't settle into fine lines or pores, and it doesn't emphasize any dry patches. So I think this is really a foundation for every skin type, everyone that prefers a more natural finish, everyone that prefers a long-lasting foundation, everyone that prefers a buildable coverage because you can get natural up to really full coverage with this foundation. It is absolutely lightweight, I still can't feel it on my skin, it feels neither hydrating nor drying. Is this my absolute favorite foundation? No, I still prefer my L'Oreal Undefectable 24-hour matte foundation. I will link the review up there. And I hope you did enjoy the video. Please tell me in the comments below if you have tried this foundation. And I'm going to see you all very soon with another video. Bye!